It's me, Asha. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're here to review the 2024 Grammy Awards. This year's Grammy Awards was hosted by Trevor Noah. I gotta say that I really enjoy Trevor Noah because he has the ability to appeal to all ages, all cultures. Tapped in with the culture. He knows the jokes. He knows what's going on, especially when he joked about Ozempic, because it's really been like a big thing that's been going on, and you know, a big weight loss drug. So definitely I loved Trevor Noah for this. I think I definitely see him hosting many more Grammy Award shows. He's a great addition to the Grammys cast or something like that. A few outstanding things that happened that really kind of like took the world by surprise. First, I want to talk about how Taylor Swift had won a Grammy Award and completely dubbed Celine Dion. They mentioned that there was a special guest and everybody's going to rise to their feet when they see this guest. And little do you know, it was Celine Dion. She presented an award to Taylor Swift, and I think Taylor Swift was such in awe that she completely ignored Celine Dion, didn't acknowledge her, just accepted her award from her and moved on. And it was bad PR. And then later on in the night, she was pictured with Celine Dion, but it's like, look, I get it, you're excited, but when, you know, a person in music who is very legendary, who is respected, and who is one of them, especially Celine Dion, because like Celine Dion, I don't care what you say, across all races, like, I don't know, it's foreign people, Celine Dion is Celine Dion, like, come on. But another thing that happened was Killer Mike did win award for Best Rap Song and Rap Performance. Now, initially, I believe it was either Pop Bass or the Grammys. They had tweeted that Barbie World, actually it was the Grammys, they tweeted that Barbie World with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj won when that wasn't true, and it was actually Killer Mike's song. And then shortly after Killer Mike accepted his award, he did get arrested. It was an assault case between him and one of the bodyguards or some sort of law enforcement at the Grammys, so that's what led to his arrest. That story is still developing. I'm going to touch on that on my episode of Rap Talk. Back to the Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice's win and then Snatchy's Give Me Back. I think that it is a ploy for the Grammys to play in Nicki Minaj's face. Back in the day, I want to say it was the 2012 Grammys Awards, she did this performance and a particular producer did not want her to do it. They were like, no. It was when I believe Whitney Houston had just passed or something, and they just didn't want her to do it. She said, no, I'm gonna go out and do it anyways. And so she performs and she offends the Roman Catholic, not the Roman Catholic Church, but I believe she offends a specific religious group within the church. And that's kind of how things happen. And Nicki Minaj is known for being very outspoken and very vocal when it comes to corporate giants and corporate entities. So when you speak on those things and you don't play the game, you're not going to get what everyone else gets. At the end of the day, everyone in the industry, from my knowledge, understand that it's a business at the end of the day, and certain things that you just can't speak on. If you want to stay afloat and be booked and busy. Essentially, I feel like this was a way to play in Nicki Minaj's face. Due to the whole her and Megan Thee Stallion back and forth and talking about her mother and talking about this one's husband, I think that didn't really help Nicki in that case. And so they played with her even more and like did some sort of funny thing. I just feel like a prestigious and professional company should definitely be a little bit more mindful on the things that they post, and there should be a proofreader. There should be a person who's double checking. So that was weird. I was on Twitter live tweeting the Grammys, and Meek Mill did a rant discussing why certain artists such as himself, Rod Wave, were not nominated for Grammys. And I wondered, like, did you submit yourself? Did Rod Wave submit himself? And I also used to think that, oh, why do we need approvals from award shows and things like that? What I realized is that getting a Grammy can make you more credible and it can make you more visible. It can lead to different brands noticing you, different artists, different movie producers. It just opens you up to a whole different audience versus in the Black community where we have Soul Train Awards, we have the Soul Train Awards and the BET Awards. Only a certain sector of people watch it. Not saying that other races don't, but majority, it's just us that watch it. It's essentially presented as for us, by us, and it's awarding and recognizing people in the Black community. Yes, you're going to be exposed to different people in the Black community, but it's just one demographic versus a even broader audience. So I think it's not the award, it's the prestige and what can come with the award. That is why people are so gung-ho about having one. One thing about the Grammys that really surprised me was Jay-Z. Jay-Z did not hold back, and let me tell you, he stood up for his queen, Beyonce. Jay-Z was this year's recipient of Dr. Dre's Global Impact Award. He accepted the award with his beautiful daughter Blue Ivy Carter by his side. It's so amazing to see how much she's just grown up. Another part is that I loved in his speech how Jay-Z acknowledged Run DMC and their impact with bridging rock and hip hop, two genres in one, especially ones that are just so different. It was amazing. And Jay-Z actually did that, linking up with, I believe, Linkin Park, Coldplay, people like that. He kind of emulated that same type of thing, and he brought something very new to hip hop. I love how Jay-Z has rebranded and shifted himself to have this entrepreneur business mindset, because being a rapper isn't forever ever, and he understood that. It's like he rebranded and just made himself this big mogul, and him tapping into sports and everything and management and artist management. Like, it's a beautiful thing to see his evolution. I think that this award is well deserved, especially with what he's been doing with the NFL, the performances, and making sure that the entertainment portion is like top tier. His speech ruffled a little feathers. Take a look at what he said.
You know, it's music and it's opinion based, but some things, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
I agree. Some people did not deserve to be nominated for Grammys. It's not saying that they're talented, but the Grammys is a very prestigious award, and I feel as though if it's other people in the music industry who are well established, they should have a good ear for music and know who deserves it. In my opinion, I feel as though it was way too early for Tyla to win a Grammy. Her first ever award being a Grammy. In my opinion, Unavailable by Davido should have won. That song was everywhere. I feel as though it had a longer longevity versus the song Water by Tyla. That's just my opinion. Davido should have won. Point blank period. Ice Spice being nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys was very shocking to me, because in my opinion, Ice Spice does not make Grammy-worthy music. She makes cute and cool bops, but yeah, she did a song with Taylor and Nicki Minaj, but I just don't equate that as her having Grammy-worthy music. A performance that really surprised me was Tracy Chapman coming out to Luke Combs's performance. It was a surprise. No one knew that she was performing. She's a very private person, so they performed his cover of her song Fast Car. It was an amazing song. I even seen Jelly Roll in the crowd get hype with his crew. It was really cool. I realized how impactful Tracy Chapman has been. When I have been like younger, I didn't really appreciate her music, but as I get older, the song Fast Car has this nostalgia. It has such a beautiful, sweet, soft tone, and it honestly just reminds me of like 2004 when life was good and I knew nothing that was going on. I was so oblivious to the world. My fave, SZA, she won a Grammy, and she also kind of walked us through the SOS album, the thought process in like a short kind of recap. She was nominated for the R&B song Snooze and she won. Also nominated for the pop duo group performance winner with Ghost in the Machine. And lastly, she was nominated for the urban contemporary album, which she did win in that category. Followed by her win, she did perform a medley of her songs, and I really liked it because it followed the Kill Bill Little Samurai type of theme. She started off with Snooze, and this song has actually been on the Billboard charts for a minute. It's been her song, Jack Harlow, Taylor Swift. It's been like a couple of them on the charts. Snooze has been there. And shout out to Leon Thomas because he was a writer on one of the songs and he won the Grammy too. And Babyface too. R&B. Whoever said R&B was dead lied. Because R&B is alive and well. When it comes to music, y'all just have to go and find it. Like, gone are the days where the good music is promoted. You have to actually go and find it. Go on Spotify. There's so many good playlists. R&B, that playlist, go look at it. You're going to find bops. Followed by Snooze, she sings Kill Bill. The mic was on. The set design was great. For some reason, I thought Doja Cat was gonna come out and perform her verse of Kill Bill because I did see somebody on the table and I was like, wait, Doja Cat is bald. I don't know how she grows a ponytail overnight, so I knew that it wasn't her. But nonetheless, SZA did a great job. The mic was on. I gotta say, this award show, the mics, they were on. The mics were on, and I'm very proud. The girls have taken notes. I don't care what you say. The Renaissance tour got people shook. They're like, oh, okay, like we singing. So yeah, sing. Another performance that really wowed me was Fantasia. Fantasia did the tribute to Tina Turner, and she sung and danced Proud Mary. And what's crazy is that she auditioned to this same song at American Idol back in like the early 2000s. So it's essentially like a full circle moment. Fantasia's been having a really good year, especially with The Color Purple. Despite the rollout and everything, Fantasia's gracious. She's beautiful. She's been but she said some very powerful things. The way she speaks, the way her aura is, she's essentially like really a godly woman. I'm just very proud of how her career has turned out. Like it went quiet for a minute, but she came back on top. She came back swinging. I feel as though she was the perfect person to invite and choose to do this. Yes, we could have chose Beyonce, but also Beyonce tired, okay? There's other people that can perform it too. She probably was like, get somebody else to do it. Fantasia did an amazing job. I love how she like went up to Dua Lipa and Dua Lipa was dancing. I was like, period. It was cute. I liked it. I enjoyed the performance. It was very lively. She danced real well. And I was just like, I pray she don't take off her shoes. Because you know, Fantasia is just like Patti LaBelle. They're going to take off their heels. One of my faves, Burna Boy, he was actually the first Afrobeat performance in Grammy history. That's a big deal. I love the set design, the costuming, the choreography. It really depicted Nigerian West African culture. Burna Boy puts on. That is the African giant. So he performed, of course, on Top of the World. And he brought out Brandy because he did sample Brandy's song. And he did bring out 21 Savage. 21 Savage gave us nothing. He has terrible stage performance. I don't think he wanted to be there. Sorry. I don't think he wanted to be there. Brandy sounded amazing. Burna Boy did great. He had great energy. As always, Burna Boy is one of the best performers that I've ever witnessed. I witnessed him live. He's amazing. The band, the everything, the ambiance, he really sets the stage. This was a great performance. Now y'all know I had to talk about my girl, Miss Victoria Monet. She won the Grammy for Best R&B Album with Jaguar, and she also won for Best New Artist. I'm so excited because she has been making music for 14 years. She's been writing for artists. She's penned a lot of our favorite hits. So the fact to see her transform into an artist is beautiful. It lets me know that Victoria Monet's journey is just a testament to when it's your time, it's your time. Stay the course. Show up. show up for it every day. Just like Jay-Z said, you have to show up for it. There's no giving up. There's no instant gratification. Everything may not pop in your 20s. They may pop in your 30s. They may pop in your 40s, but the fact of the matter is, it's going to pop for you. You just have to keep working at it every day. The fact that she won a Grammy, her beautiful daughter, and her fine man, Mr. Gaines. Sorry, Miss Monet, but that's a fine man. He was there to support her. It was just a beautiful moment. I'm so happy. It was just very full circle for Victoria Monet. And then she was on the red carpet and she got a little bit emotional when Ariana Grande sent a congratulation message, because she is written for and with Ariana Grande a lot. She's penned a lot of her hits. So just to see Victoria Monet come into her own and actually win an award and come out swinging. And when she accepted the award, she had Charlie Boy on stage, which was just made me love her even more. That's the utmost gratitude. That is just her being so thankful and appreciative. And Victoria Monet deserves all the things. I was actually shocked, but Miley Cyrus won 2 Grammys, and this was actually her first time in life winning a Grammy. Of course, for her single Flowers. I was very confused because you would have thought how long Miley Cyrus has been in the music industry. I would have thought she would have been had one. Someone said The Climb, that deserved a Grammy itself. And yes, it did. I'm just still shocked. But I love that during Miley Cyrus's performance, she had a lot of fun with it. She kind of channeled her inner Tina Turner with the dress. She was cute. She just gave a lot. I think something about her felt so free, because this song Flowers represented her getting, separating from her boyfriend or husband at the time. I don't know who he was to her, but she was in a very dark space, and just to see her come out of it and give herself flowers, you go, Miley Cyrus. That's my queen. Coco Jones wins Best R&B Performance. I'm so proud of Coco Jones, because I remember that specific story time. She said, what happened to me? And then after that, it's like she went on the Terrell show, and then she started to drop music, and then it's like her resurgence came back, and we just she just won our hearts again, because she wasn't Let It Shine, and then nothing happened, and then now years later she's popping. This is what I want to see. Okay, Lil Durk and J. Cole win for Best Melodic Collaboration, All My Life. And I gotta say, I am actually really proud of Lil Durk, given where he's from and how long I've been listening to Lil Durk. I have been listening to If You Wanna Meet the President, You Gotta Meet the Bang Bros. I've been listening to Durk since back in the day, the 2014-13 Spinrilla days, Lil Bibby, G Herbo, all of them. Chief Keef. I was really GBE, OTF at one point. I think we all were. But no, this is a really good moment for Chicago and Durk. I feel like J. Cole, it was nothing new to him. He's been a Grammy winner. This is a big thing for Lil Durk. I'm happy for him. I think ever since he got that cosign from Drake, things have just changed in his career, in my opinion. He's now seen as more mainstream. And he's seen as a more mainstream, and more people are taking him seriously and giving him the recognition he deserves. I gotta say that this Grammy Awards was pretty good. Again, Trevor Noah did an amazing job as a host. The show was great. I did a video some years ago kind of bashing the Grammys and how award shows can be rigged. I don't think they're necessarily rigged. I feel as though that it's just a game of politics. When I kind of read a bit into it, I even went on Reddit and someone offered this opinion, and I honestly agree with this. No one can make anyone win. You cannot buy an award. But what you can do is have singles parties, you can have billboards, you can have different marketing strategies and tactics to kind of sway the Academy to vote for this person. And then I was actually scrolling on TikTok, and I found a video of Kandi Burruss speaking on the Grammys.
The Grammy. Basically, you have to be Grammy committee to be able to vote. One year, I was actually on the board of the people who actually got to vote. Basically, everybody votes. And then they narrow it down, and then they have a secret group of people who vote on the top 5. Here's the thing. All the people that's in the Grammy Association obviously is way more others than it is Black people. But if you don't know these names, it's a popularity contest, and you're just going through voting based off of the names you recognize. So you're going to narrow it down to 5 people. When it gets the 5 people that the secret committee get to choose from is the ones that the masses narrowed it down to. I'm just voting on a name. I don't know who that is. You get what I'm saying?
So my question, somebody saying you have to pay dues, and if you haven't paid your dues, you aren't considered to be a nominee. Is that true?
Yeah, that may be true.
All in all, like I said, it was a great Grammys Awards. I think when it comes to award season, it gets so hectic, it gets so competition-like, it gets so tense. You know, things really do come out. You know, truths come out, people's really true feelings come out, especially seeing Meek Mill go on and on and on, and then saying what Jay-Z had to say. It just lets me know, like, oh, okay, like the people is tapped in. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this Grammy review. It was not a traditional one. I didn't want to go, you know, artist by artist, but I did want to talk about a lot of the highlights and the things that really stood out to me the most. So what did you like about the Grammys this year? Did you like it? Who should have been nominated? Who didn't? You know, who, like, what's y'all feeling? What's y'all vibes towards it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and until next time, bye.